it's like anything else, we've made it more dynamic as time's gone on, which isn't necessarily a bad thing, because you know it's nice to do something athletic and it generates good athletic skill. It's just we need to be aware that when we do that, we're doing a physical exercise or a theatrical version of the motion. You know, when we come to apply the bunkai of it, we want one that's kind of a little bit more simplistic. So this is a technique. Well, for me, I don't know, the origins of this one came from me. My thinking was savate. Reading a very, very old savate book in French, kind of, you know, kickboxing stuff, and they have a way of escaping a trapped leg, which looks exactly like that. So I thought, well, this might be it. It might not be, but it fits the motion. And it's certainly a lot better than the idea of jump up in the air and land so the ninjas can't find you, you know what I mean? Which is kind of the typical way of viewing it. So, either because he's picked my leg up, or I've kicked and he's grabbed it. You know what I mean? So either way, what I've got is that foot's been hooked. Do you know what I mean? And we all know this is bad. Do you know what I mean? It's 'cause, you know, I mean, unless you do the Bruce Lee somersault and kicky thing, you know, it's all going to end badly for you. So, you know, simple ways to do it, you know, just kind of hug in, you know, so if you, at least you both end up on the floor if you go down. When you start impacting the whole that it lets go, you start trying to pull your leg out, you know, but it's not going to end well for you. So one thing that you could do is just go, you know what, I know I'm going to hit the ground here. So if you keep a real nice tight grip on that ball, I don't know, you can use both hands if you want to clip your hands together, that's it. Or you can cinch the hands together, that's it, I don't want it to make it easy for me to get it out. So what I can do is, I can turn. So realising, you know, I'm not going to get this leg back, is I just kind of turn and put my hands down on the ground. Alright, so I end up doing this. Okay, what I'm then going to do is, because now if you imagine if I'm practicing this without a partner, I haven't got someone to hold my foot up in the air. Right, so I end up doing this. What I then do is this leg comes up and I kick backwards with it, so whatever I can kick. Being very careful, I don't kick anything Paul doesn't want me to kick. At the same time as you do that, you pull your other leg back. Okay? Which looks exactly like they do in the kata, where you've got the jump, the switching legs and the drop. Alright, so if I do that without a partner, it'll look exactly like it looks in the kata. If somebody who can do the kata well doesn't like it, you know, it'll look exactly like it looks in the kata more or less, okay? So the idea is, again, so the leg's being kicked in a panic. You know what I mean? So what's my best option from there? Well, I need some stability. I'm laying up on the ground anyway. You know, so I turn from there, kick as I pull backwards, the same thing here. And then I'm in a position, it's almost like sprinters start moving in the opposite direction. You want to give that one a go? Yeah. Yeah, it's a cool technique. Be careful.
It's very difficult to do that one.
Yeah, I just realised, hang on.
It's a last-ditch attempt when everything's going wrong. You know what I mean? So it's not like I'll throw a kick and I hope he grabs it so I can do that cool move from Unsu Kanku-Sho. You know, the point is that he's either picked the leg up or you've thrown a kick too high and it's been trapped. And you know, and obviously it's going to end badly for you unless you do something, so that's an option. And again, as I say, it's consistently you see this within the kata, you see these little progressions. So if you think at the start of the form, it was cover and crash, move his arm out the way, get your thumbs into his eyes and hook, take an eye out. You know what I mean? It's a very simple kind of stuff. You know, and you imagine a student learning that and learns the next bit and the next bit and the next bit and the next bit, and okay, towards the end of his learning, you know, what happens if he catches a kick? Oh, we'll show you this now. You know, it'll be something that you teach to a more advanced, more knowledgeable student, you see. And it seems to me that generally speaking, all the katas, you know, bar one or two, tend to follow this idea that the most simplistic stuff is towards the start. As you progress, you kind of see the lesson plan there. Because if I was great at the kata, that's what I would do. I'd have lesson one as the first move, lesson two as the second move, lesson three as the third move. You know what I mean? I wouldn't just kind of go, I've got this fighting syllabus, I'll just kind of throw it all together in a mash. You know, you put it together in an order, which you all do anyway. You teach basic punches first before you teach, you know, and then normally most people teach groin kick or front kick first, the simplest kick that we've got, you know, before you move on to more advanced stuff, you kind of stagger it. And to me, we should see the same thing in the kata, and it seems to me like we do.